Hello students, the topic for today is factors affecting evaporation. Means we have to study various factors that enhance or dehance the rate of evaporation. Evaporation is nothing, it is just the conversion of the liquid into vapor state at room temperature. So these are the various factors that are enlisted already: surface area, temperature, humidity and wind speed. So one by one, I'll be taking all these factors. First is surface area. Surface area is what means whatever surface is exposed for the evaporation process to take place. Okay, so surface area, how we have to study whether this surface area is directly proportional to evaporation or it is inversely proportional. Directly proportional means it is such kind of relationship where if one of the factor is increasing, then other factor will also increase. And inversely proportional means if one of the factor is increasing, then that will lead to the decrease in the rate of another factor. So surface area, I'll give you very simple examples. like for example, by mistake, if you throw water on the floor, okay, so what your mother will say, she'll say just spread this water, or mobbing we can say. So what does they do, or what we do at home, we just try to spread that water. And whenever we spread that water, the rate of evaporation increases, and that's why or that particular area dries up very easily. Okay, so actually what we are doing, we are actually enhancing the surface area. Or we can say, for example, you are taking tea in a cup of tea. At that time, since that tea is very hot, so you are not able to consume it at that time. But if you have to consume it at that moment only, so what your mother will suggest, she'll say just pour it in a bowl, so that you can spread it, and it will cool down very easily. And obviously you will be able to consume it. So all these day to day examples are very important to study the effect of surface area on evaporation. So from here, what we have concluded, we are concluding that surface area is directly proportional to evaporation. Directly proportional to evaporation means if we are increasing the surface area, directly proportional means, then if we are increasing the surface area, the rate of evaporation will also increase. Because if you, for example, this is a container, this is the surface area, and right now only this area is exposed to the external environment. But obviously if I'll pour this same solution into such a kind of container, so this surface area will be increased. So obviously here, if I'll say the rate of evaporation is like this, so here the rate of evaporation is obviously increasing. See, so this is how the surface area affects the evaporation. Now the second factor is temperature. For example, we have to enhance the rate of evaporation. There is a very simple example. Winters में अगर हम कहें तो विंटर्स में सूखा पड़ता है. विंटर्स में ड्रॉट कंडीशंस ज़्यादा प्रिवेल होती हैं या समर्स में. तो obviously our answer is summers only, because summers में the temperature is very high, the rate of evaporation increases. This is very simple example to understand the effect of temperature on evaporation. So from here we can conclude that obviously temperature is also directly proportional to evaporation. Okay, so temperature is also directly proportional to evaporation. Now comes the humidity. Humidity is what? It is the amount of water vapors which are present in the atmosphere. If you know, in the rainy season it becomes very difficult to get our clothes dried up. और वी कैन से, जैसे हम अगर बरसात के दिनों में कपड़े धोते हैं तो उस टाइम पे उन्हें सुखाना काफ़ी मुश्किल हो जाता है. क्यों? क्योंकि ऑलरेडी इन्वायरमेंट में इतना ज़्यादा मॉइस्चर है, एटमॉस्फेयर में इतना ज़्यादा मॉइस्चर है कि हमारा जो हम अगर और वेपर्स को वहाँ पे लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इवेपोरेशन से हो क्या रहा है, वी आर एक्चुअली इंक्रीजिंग द अमाउंट ऑफ वेपर्स इन द एटमॉस्फेयर. ऑलरेडी एटमॉस्फेयर में इतने वेपर्स हैं एंड इवेपोरेशन से हम और वेपर्स वहाँ पे पहुँचा नहीं पाएंगे. तो हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि ह्यूमिडिटी जो है इट इज़ इन्वर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू इवेपोरेशन. Humidity is inversely proportional to evaporation. Understood? That means if we'll increase humidity, we will decrease the evaporation. So that means in rainy season, the rate of evaporation is very low. Okay, so the rate of evaporation is low in humid or humidity or in the rainy season. Now the last factor is wind speed. ऑब्वियसली फॉर एग्जांपल अगर क्या हो रहा है आपके घर पे, क्या है आपके घर पे नहीं, फॉर एग्जांपल बारिश हो रही है अगर आपके नियर बाय, ठीक है, आपके मतलब आपके घर के बाहर जो है इट इज़ रेनी सीजन एंड इट इज़ रेनिंग हैविली and you need a shirt that you want to wear a shirt on the very next day early in the morning, and what your parents will suggest, either you have to dry up your shirt in your washing machine, or the other way is even after getting it dried in the um, washing machine, then also your parents will suggest that keep it under the fan, obviously. And fan is actually increasing what? It is increasing the wind speed. If wind speed will increase, the rate of evaporation will increase. For example, it's a like mm, in normal days also, obviously whenever um, there is a high speed wind which is blowing outside your house, so if you will keep your wet clothes in high speed or whenever your wet clothes will be exposed to the high speed wind, so the rate of evaporation will increase and obviously it will becomes very easy to dry up your clothes. So obviously wind speed जो है, this is also directly proportional to evaporation. So from here what we have concluded, that out of all these four factors, three factors we have seen that they are directly proportional to evaporation, and only humidity is the factor which is inversely proportional. So this is it. So this topic is very very important examination point of view say. uh, Thank you.